How's it going, guys? Conninja back again, this time for week 2 of the PGL. We are facing the PGL commissioner and coach Trexo of his newly formed team, the Portland Timburrs. And as you can see, we're going to be doing a post-com commentary for week 2. We'll be doing that for week 2, 3, and 4. Not entirely sure in the future. It's just a matter of convenience when it was a lot more convenient just to go ahead and just do the battle and then do the live comm later. Hence why I'm doing this now, even though I'm doing this kind of the Saturday before the upload date. Yeah, cool stuff. So as you can tell, I'm kind of like 3 weeks of like, I don't know what happened in this battle. Can't really remember. All I can tell you is who we're bringing. We're bringing King DDD, the Slow King, Moloon Rogue, the Aromatisse, Breviary once again, Top Brady Raw the Heliolisk, Budweiser the Mudsdale, and Stink Tank the Stunk Tank. Now, we brought a Choice Band, Sucker Punch, Foul Play, Sludge Bomb set. Either way, it was the reason for it was to be able to sweep with priority and just hit super hard once I have Slow King and Mudsdale break things down. Mudsdale, once again, is a stealth rocker. Heliolisk, I believe, was the Electrium Z user. And Aromatisse was the Wish Passer, its normal set, with, I believe, Psyshock and Moonblast, if I'm not mistaken. But as you can see, you brought Druddigon, Electivire, Magmortar, Mega Venusaur, Sneasel, and Minior. And I expected a lot of these this right here. I love the Electivire and Magmortar, Venusaur, kind of what he's got going on there. But as you can see, he's got a pretty bulky team with some decent offensive threats in Sneasel and Minior that I have to deal with. Minior being a Shell Smash sweeper, and Sneasel just having that, it's able to hit hard, even though it's a Little Cup Mon, and gets priority in Ice Shard, stab priority at that. But of course, it is 4 times weak to fighting. Venusaur is just a fat Mon in general. I know it doesn't get its thick fat ability like the Mega form of it, but still a pretty fat Mon. Magmortar and Electivire, you can also run AV sets on those as well. It gets enough coverage to be able to do that. Plus, has great defenses to be able to run an AV set and be reliable. And then Druddigon, of course, is also a Stealth Rock setter. Rough Skin, Rocky Helm, and that kind of thing. But let's go ahead and let's dive into this battle. As you can barely hear the music, but you should be able to hear it now. But yeah, let's go ahead, play, and let's dive into this battle here. But I ended up leading off with Mudsdale, I believe. No, Aromatisse predicting the Druddigon, and thus I did. He did go with Druddigon. However, I didn't really do calcs beforehand. So as you're about to see, it doesn't start out well. Gunk Shot. It hits super hard. Now, I'm predicting this thing to switch out because I'm thinking, oh, he's got nothing to hit me with. So I'm just going to go ahead and predict him switching out. Yeah, that was the wrong move. And we're already at a disadvantage here. Got hit super hard from that Gunk Shot. Leftovers. We see leftovers. And we make a bad prediction. And so at this point, I'm like, okay, shoot. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out into Skunk Tank, I believe. Because I believe I still needed a Moloon Rogue. For some decent switch-ins. No, we go into Slow King, because I know it can take some hits from this thing. He goes for Stealth Rocks. Setting up his rocks. And as you can see, we don't really have any sort of defogger. I don't think I brought defogged in Stunk Tank, but I could be wrong, but I don't believe I did this time around. So at this point, we can pressure him out with Ice Beam. He does switch out. Goes into something, I predict possibly something like Electivire, because he can take a Scald pretty well. Go to the Ice Beam. Does some decent damage. We'll be able to scout out whether it's AV or not. And at this rate, I believe it is AV, because it was able to take that very well. I know I don't have much special attack investment, but that's super unfortunate. We get frozen. I was livid. I was livid, man. So pissed. Stupid freezes. Like, come on. Not like this, as Trexo says in the match. Not like this, man. No. But he switches out, because obviously he can be able to set up on me. I go ahead. I believe I Scald just to get rid of my freeze. No, I do not. I go ahead and switch out as well, going into Mudsdale, predicting the electric move. But he goes into Venusaur, which was not, it was okay. I know I can, EQ can 2-hit KO here, but he does go for the Sunny Day, which is unfortunate, because it does get the Chlorophyll ability, which doubles its speed. So I already have to deal with this pretty decently fast Venusaur at this point. So I go for the EQ. Again, I know it's a 2-hit KO here, based off of investment, of course. And as you can see, very easy 2-hit KO. But I know I don't want to lose Mudsdale just yet. This thing is the MVP last week, and it still does some damage here. So I go ahead, I'm going to sack off Moonland Rogue to Stealth Rocks, even though I was just going to sack it off to Venusaur's attack. But Stealth Rocks works as well. So then I'm like, okay, what do I want to do here? No. So, Heliolisk, I believe, is Choice Scarf. But I go Stunk Tank here, because I know Sucker Punch will will be able to kill this thing. Problem is, if he predicts it, which he does, I'm stuck at Sucker Punch from then. But he does go Elective Iron. So I'm like, shoot. I'm probably going for the EQ here, so it's not something I want to take. I can't go Braviary, so I'm going to have to go Mudsdale. Whether it's Electro Move or EQ. And thus, you'll see the EQ here. Yep. Fully expected that. Couldn't go Braviary because of the fact of being pressured into Electric Move. But we take that easily. I knew we'd be able to take it. We're bold-natured. We're max. I think we're max HP. Max HP, bold nature. So I'm like, okay, not a problem. So I know he's going to switch out on this EQ here. So I go for the Rock Slide, I believe, predicting the Minior. And so you'll see here. Because it was Minior. No, we go for the rest. I thought he was going to attack me. And I know I'd be able to get the defensive boost. So I'm like, shoot. Okay, so we go for the rest. Chesto Berry, blah, blah, blah. I thought about Rock Sliding, but I didn't. So we did go for the rest, predicting him to hit me with like an Ice Punch. I'll be able to take it, get another defensive boost, and then get all my health back. But unfortunately, that's not the case. He goes ahead and sub. I'm just going to go for the Rock Slide. Possibly thinking I'm going to switch out, or even that I don't have anything to hit this thing with. But of course, we do have Rock Slide. So we go for that. Probably wanting to sub Shell Smash very easily, which is something we did not want to happen. So, of course, we break the sub. He goes for the Shell Smash, as I knew he would. And then, of course, I believe it pops the Power Herb. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so it's Power Herb. No, hold on. Yeah, there's the Power Herb, as I predicted. White Herb, sorry, not Power Herb. White Herb. Power Herb is for, like, Sky Attack and such, for 2-hit KO moves. So that almost KOs, which is super unfortunate, which shows how instrumental a Rock Slide switch-in could have been. But look at that beautiful, shiny Minior. But he goes to the Acrobatics. I think I could take one. Very easily, actually. Especially because we already had that one defense boost, which was super nice. So we go to the Rock Slide and we kill this thing. So Mudsdale doing its job very well. At this point, I believe he goes Venusaur, which would only make sense, seeing that it can just KO this Mon, and I don't have very much things to switch into. So yeah, there's Venusaur. He can easily Giga Drain on me, kill me here, because defense boosts don't help with that. So I go ahead and I go into Braviary, because I can be able to take a grass move very easily. And, as you'll see here, he goes for the Sludge Bomb. Probably predicting something like Heliolisk and even anything that can take a Giga Drain. So I'm like, shoot, okay, he's Life Orb, okay. Well, we end up returning here. Just like week 1, I make the mistake forgetting about Friendship Ball completely. So we go for the Roost. I apologize. We go for Roost, predicting the switch because of Brave Bird. Now this is where I go for return, and I'm like, crap, I'm an idiot. Because I ginned week 1 and week 2 teams at the same time. So I didn't have time to correct the return issue. So as you'll see, this will do nothing. So I'm like, crap. He goes for the home calls, predicting me possibly to switch out, or knowing that I can't really do anything. So I go ahead, I'm like, shoot. I can't switch out. I can't allow him to home calls again. So I'm just going to go ahead and Brave Bird here, because I don't want that to let him set up on me again. So I go for the Brave Bird. I know it's going to do a decent chunk, depending on investment. Possibly a 2-hit KO from the range he's at. And it does a good chunk. Yeah, so a 2-hit KO. And he goes for another home calls, which is super unfortunate for him. So he has to either sack off Druddigon or switch out. So wasted home calls. As he said, he got a little bit greedy there, which is unfortunate for him. But we're going to go ahead and Brave Bird again. He does switch out, and I believe he goes into Venusaur, sacking off Venusaur. So Venusaur dies to Braviary here, to a Brave Bird. Tom Brady already getting a clean kill here. And at this point, I believe he goes, what else has he got? I think at this point, he possibly goes Magmortar. And we'll find out. No, he goes Sneasel, because Ice Shard does kill here. He'll get priority in Ice Shard. He goes for the Ice Punch. Oh, he outspeeds him. I'm an idiot. So yeah, he doesn't need the Ice Shard. Ice Punch kills Tom Brady already. Wow, I don't know what's wrong with my throat. But he goes Stunk Tank. believing that I can kill this thing with the Sucker Punch. I'm not entirely sure. Or I know I can take an Ice Punch and then go for... I believe I was going to be able to kill with the Choice Band something. But we get frozen. Another Hacks. Freeze. Not like this. We're just getting freeze left and right. So I'm going to go ahead and go Slow King. No, I can take a nice move here. But of course, we are frozen. But at this point, I completely forget, and I can go for a Scald here, unthawing myself from the freeze. But the damage has been done. Skunk Tank is completely useless at this point, seeing that it's frozen, unless I can get a one-turn unfreeze. One-turn thaw, that is. But he's going to go Electivire. We're going to go for the Scald. It's not going to do much to it, obviously, because it resists water types. And it actually does a decent amount. But we get the burn, which is super awesome if he ran a physical, which we did. We saw an Ice Punch earlier. So we did run physical Electivire, so that burn is super helpful. So we will go for something like a Thunder Punch or possibly a Wild Charge, which he does go for the Thunder Punch. Not entirely sure if it gets Wild Charge, but as you can see, that doesn't do much. So I'm just going to keep going for the Scald here, doing some decent chunk to this thing. And then I'm going to switch out here into Mudsdale, I believe. He very well could predict it with Ice Punch. Ice Punch? Yes, very true. Not entirely worried, though. But he predicts us switching out. So I'm like, okay. I don't remember if I predict that, but I'm like, you know what? We can take Thunder Punches for days. It's doing less than 50%. So I'm going to go ahead and get my health back here. Very smart play, as you can see. Even though, obviously, Regenerator would have helped us. But we're at max health here. So I know I can keep hitting this thing with Scalds and not worry at all. So we're in a good position here. He goes for Ice Punch again. I'm not entirely sure what he's predicting. Possibly going for the Freeze. Little Hacks monster over here. But again, we're going to kill Electivire here. Slow King TDD doing his job. But at this point, it's a 4-4 match, I believe. So we're all tied up here, if I'm not mistaken. He goes Magmortar. Okay, so he does go Magmortar here. So I'm thinking maybe some sort of Grass CMZ or Z Sunny Day. I'm not entirely sure which it is, but this is where we'll see what move he is. So he goes for the Z move, and as you can see, he is the Grass CMZ, which means he is Z Solar Beam. I believe that wasn't the Fire EMZ. Yeah, no, so sorry. Completely different match league altogether. No, he goes for the Z Sunny Day. So he gets the +1 in speed, which is super unfortunate. And he'll get boost to his fire moves here. So Mudsdale is kind of screwed here. I believe I just sack it off. Yeah, he goes for the Solar Beam. I die. GG Mudsdale there. So we die to Magmortar here. Now, I believe I go Skunk Tank, hopefully trying to thaw out to be able to get a nice, clean Sucker Punch off. Or I go Heliolisk here. Okay, so I go Skunk Tank, hoping to get a Sucker Punch, and obviously just kind of getting rid of the sun here. But at this point, we do have in the back Heliolisk, who is Scarfed, which obviously outspeeds a +1 Magmortar, seeing that we are a +1 Heliolisk. So we do go Heliolisk at this point, I believe. Yep. And we'll just go for a nice little Thunderbolt or a Volt Switch. I'm trying to remember which it is. So we just go for the Thunderbolt. I'm pretty sure I knew I was going to die here anyways. We just want to get damage off on this thing. He goes to the Loud Plume. I believe Heliolisk dies here. Yeah. And then we go ahead and we go into Slow King. But as you can see, Magmortar is just doing damage here. I know I can take one Solar Beam. And then I believe I don't go for Scald because it'll be halved. I can't remember exactly what I go for. Possibly like a Future Sight. I might have even slack off here. Yeah. So right now I'm trying to get rid of the sun. So I'm trying to slack off, get health back as much as possible. That way I can KO with Scald. There you go. There's one turn left of sun. So I got rid of the sun. We're at some decent health here. He can't Solar Beam turn 1 at least on us, so we can Scald freely. He goes for the T-Bolt, which is super nice coverage for Slow King here. Great job on his part to bring both Solar Beam and Thunderbolt for Slow King. But we'll be able to kill Scald here. And then at this point, we kind of lose to Sneasel. Because Sneasel can just hit us with the Dark-type move, whether it's Knock Off, Night Slash, that kind of thing. And then all we have left in the back is Braviary, who does die to an Ice Shard. Oh no, so Slow King is all that's left. So that's a GG to Trixo there. We lose 2-0, which puts us at 0-2 in the league now. But we're still in a good, decent position because we are now, our differential is a -3. which isn't bad with all things considered. We're 0-2, but we're -3 differential. So we can come back in the standings very easily. It's only week 2 of a 10-week schedule, or 9-week schedule, I apologize. So we got things to figure out. I'm just trying to get used to this team, the NU team here. Be able to battle back here, bounce back. But that's the match, guys. Thank you for watching. Next week we got Coach. Who we got? Who do we have for week 3? Can't remember. Thinking about the team. I really don't remember who my week 3 my opponent is. So let me go ahead and talk while I go ahead and take a look at that real quick. But yeah, appreciate every one of you. Sub if you're new. Like the video. I appreciate it if you do. And let me go ahead and look at who my week 3 opponent is. Battle codes. Week 3. Choice Specs. So we face Coach Choice Specs. Now, that is a coach from the NPA, the Orlando Magic, okay? The man is also 0-2 going into week 3 here. So it's going to be an awesome match. So definitely be on the lookout for that next Sunday. But I will catch y'all later. Peace.